I had a few close friends of mine come to me.
This is
Romelle Green, and today's video we're just gonna do a full day of eating video. It's all raw today, guys, so if I mess up, just please bear with me. I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to kind of just introduce myself and just kind of explain more or less what the channel's about. 300 Meters was just made for everything fitness, just about the transition of being here to there, if that makes sense. So yeah, I feel as though just a full day of eating video just kind of gives me the opportunity to just introduce myself and just show you what I'm eating. So I'm just starting off with some coffee. I'm sure most of y'all know how to make coffee.
teach me.
I'm just making some coffee for me and my missus. So for breakfast in the morning, I normally get up. I would have some Scott's porridge oats with some peanut butter. I normally have some whey and my coffee. Just literally everything I eat throughout the whole day and measuring out how to cook it, just so you can do it yourselves if you like. I'm currently on a 3,200 calorie diet. Some people will eat more in a day, depending on how big you want to get, and some people will eat a lot less. So just adjust the amount of food accordingly. Yeah, just put some milk in this. So just start off with the porridge. So starting with the Scott's porridge oats. Any oats is fine. I just prefer this so you can actually see. You can see exactly how much oats you're using, like. So I normally just put in, as you can see, I normally grams.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Keep it at that. So I aim for 60 grams of oats, that's obviously going to 66. And I normally pour 350 milliliters of milk into that. So just pour 350 milliliters of milk. If I've got time, I would normally put it in a pot. But as we're short for time today, I'm literally just going to put this in the oven. So I put this in the oven for 3 minutes. And
you mean the microwave?
Oven, yeah, microwave, sorry.
Yeah.
I would normally put it in the it's all raw, guys. I would normally put it in the microwave for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And that way it just comes out perfect. On top of that, I would put 30 grams of peanut butter into the porridge, mix it up once it's all warm and hot. But I'll just weigh that first for you now, so you can see the process for that. Alright, 29, I'm happy with that. I'm now going to do my protein. So I've got here some gold standard whey. I bought it from Sainsbury's for 20 quid. I think it's 22 quid actually. 1 scoop of this with either 180 milliliters of water or 220 milliliters of water. If I'm feeling greedy, I'll mix it with that same amount, but with milk, just above the scoop level like that. Pop it into your shake. I do tend to just weigh out everything I'm doing. Believe me, I haven't really been doing this for long enough for it to kind of get at that annoying stage. I just want to kind of get at the stage where I know exactly how much I'm eating so I can track my weight, and when I get to the point I know how much calories is affecting my now weight of 16 stone, I can then adjust it to... So we're just on the way to Sainsbury's now. I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to show you exactly what I'm buying. I've got a week's amount of food at home, but I feel as though it's important that I'm showing you what I'm buying so you can get an idea of how much I'm spending per day on food. Yeah, also it's a good opportunity for me now to speak about the channel. The videos that we have uploaded previously, I haven't really had the time to kind of just sit down and just speak to the viewers or whoever's watching, to just tell them about myself. My name's Romelle Green. I'm 24 years old from Birmingham, up north depending on where you're coming from. So yeah, Birmingham, 24 years old. I'm currently weighing in at 16 stone. I'm kind of fluctuating between 102 kg and 103 kg. I'm all natural. Whether or not I was taking any performance enhancement drugs, I'm all natural, guys. To be fair, I've been training for 2 years. This time around, I'll get into that a bit more later on in the video. And most of my diet for those first 2 years has been quite, how can I explain now, not really a diet. Takeaway every day, just trying to eat as much as possible per day. I think, to be fair, I was eating about close to maybe 4,000 calories per day of just junk food for the first 2 years of training. For about a month now, I've been eating majority clean food. I'm at a point now where I have my food structured, so I know exactly what I'm eating at what time and the exact amount I'm eating, and I can see that it's having a good effect on my overall physique. I feel as though the bad foods that I was eating before was getting me big, but in reality, it was a lot of fat that I was holding, a lot of water, and just bad weight, all in all. We're just at Sainsbury's now, as you can see. Taking too long. It's taking longer than it needs to take. I've just left Sainsbury's and now I've got to go to the post office to pick up a parcel for my missus. But this is a full day of eating video, so it's raw now, guys. So it's just as real as it gets. Some vinegar, some lemon, a scale. I've covered the scale in cling film, just to kind of just stop it from getting dirty. And just also a knife or a hatchet, depending on what you're using to cut the chicken down to size. I just tend to go for the bigger pieces first, because they're easier to scale down to size. So that's weighing out at about 253 grams. So over time, I've kind of learned how to cut down to kind of match to 200 grams. So that's the first piece. That's 196 grams. I'm quite happy with that. So we'll pop that in the bowl. 200 grams. Just 203 grams there. $200 grams exactly. Perfect. So that's what we're eating for today, guys. Into 200 grams. I'm just gonna cut the lemon into a quarter. So I'm just gonna leave all of the juice, put some vinegar in it, and wash it. So now we're on step 3 of just prepping the chicken. Once you've measured out and weighed out your meat and washed it, for y'all that wash meat, you're now just kind of just prepping the chicken by layer out cling film on the bottom of the chicken, layer out cling film on the top, get yourself a rolling pin, hold down, and rather than just knocking down on the chicken, what you want to be doing is just knocking down and pushing out simultaneously, all at the same time. people just use salt and pepper. Others use traditional paprika. And then others just use other stuff, I guess. So I tend to just start with salt and pepper. Side. So that's the one side. Seasoning. Smoked paprika. And additional herbs and spices. They have a better filter than both of these. This one has no filter, but if you got the sleight of hand, you should be all right to just sprinkle over. Oh shit! So I've used 1 mug worth of white rice. All of the starch off of the rice. So you just wash your rice in a sieve. Waiting until the water's clear at the bottom. You can just pop that in a normal bowl like that. This bowl I bought from, I think,
pan.
Pot.
Pan.
It's a pot, isn't it?
Okay.
Ain't this a pan?
That's a pan.
Yeah, that's a pot. This pot from Asda, I think it was £6. It's done me quite well, to be fair. So I'm just pop that in the rice. Tea. So now that the rice is boiling, this pan's been on here for 2 minutes now. Fire on full blast. We're just gonna pop some oil in. I do tend to use olive oil. We've got none of that left, so we've got vegetable oil. We're just gonna put maybe 2 teaspoons worth of olive oil in the pan. Stir that around. We're just gonna leave that for about 30 seconds. I might pop a little bit more than that actually.
Why are you putting more in?
Because that shit's gonna sizzle out. I have 1 chicken piece. I do tend to put it right into the oil. Once that's in the oil, I just move it over to the side. Put that right into the oil. Meal 1, 165 grams of white rice, measured out to scale. So that's 165 grams white rice. Just get a tiny bit more. That's my pre-workout meal.
Full day of eating video. Straining arms, biceps, tries.
One foot out, 1 foot out. Yeah. Easy. Get it, bro. 2 more. Easy. Easy. Last one. Let's go. Easy. Last one. Easy. Nice. Let's go, brother. What we on? What we on?
How do you want it? Just on the third meal of the day. For the third meal of the day, I'm just having bagels. So 2 bagels, 2 eggs, and 1 200-gram piece of chicken breast. So I'm going to show you how I go about making that. So just put the pan on, full blast. I don't even know what the name is for like a full flame, full blast. Grab yourself 2 eggs. Just get a knob of butter. Always wanted to say that out loud, you know, like a knob of butter. Knob of butter. Grab your egg. Yeah. A little bit of salt. $300 grams sweet potato with 200 grams of chicken breast fillets. 300 grams of sweet potato with 200 grams of chicken breast. The final meal is my favorite meal, minced beef. 200 grams of minced beef with 100 grams. I think I need to check my meal plan of white rice. So we're on the second last meal of the day. Full day of eating video. And my missus has just said to me, babe, can you just get me? I'm gonna show you guys exactly where I'm at and where she's got me going for my full day of eating video. Fucking little dessert shop. The hardest thing about a diet is having to go to the dessert shop for your missus and not being able to get nothing for yourself. Literally. And times like this you really think like, is it really worth it? We're now on the final meal of the day. My favourite meal, 5% fat beef mince. I'm just going to show you guys the process of making the last meal of the day. I'm only using 200 grams with 200 grams of rice, and that's it. We're finished. So just grab yourself a pot. Grab yourself your beef mince. Like I said, I'm only having 200 grams, but I'm going to cook the lot. I'm just going to speak a little bit while the pot's just heating up. I'm just going to leave it on for 2 minutes, and I'm going to show you guys how to cook the beef mince. This meal plan is a starter meal plan given to me by a close friend of mine, Joseph Jeffers. You've seen him in the previous 2 videos that we all did together. The first one was the epic gorilla chest session, and the second one was the build big legs, calves, hamstrings and glutes with Amy that we did. Joseph's recently started doing coaching for non-competitors. It's something that he's been practicing. He's been practicing his craft for years. So if you're interested in just building your overall physique, don't hesitate to get in contact with him. I'll put his @ here below, just so you can go and see that. So yeah, once the pot's been heating up for 2 minutes, just put your oil in. So I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna say 2 teaspoons. They do say 2 teaspoons, but I just do it so it looks like that. I got no idea how much that is, so I do tend to put like just that much in there. Just grab your mince and putting all of it in, although I'm only eating 200 grams. Drizzle of oil on top. Alright, if you have a look at the mince now, there's plenty of juices at the bottom. Just give it a quick stir. Your pot, grab your lid, turn off the fire if you fucking like, if you've got kids and stuff like that. And then literally just hold your lid with a slight gap at the side there. And then drain your mince. This is when I do tend to just kind of put my salt, my pepper, and any other type of seasonings that I want in my mince. So I'll just start off with some salt there, some pepper. And I've just got some Worcester sauce here. Turn it off. And now I'm just going to leave that for a few more minutes. Give it about 2 more minutes. Leave it to set for about 5, and then we should be good to go. Should I just close up the video now? Close up now.